Hey, residents of Meepletown. Today, John and I are starting off as plants.
Yes, we are.
We're going to be like dandelions or turnips or seaweed or different things like that. And then we're going to work our way up to potentially being a human. So let's get to the table and check out Reincardnated.
All right, Meepletown, we have Reincardnated set up.
You have to
I said Reincardnated.
emphasize the D on there.
No. You sound weird whenever you say it like that.
It's also...
Reincardnated.
There we go.
We got to set up and we are ready to roll.
I'm going to criticize you on something else you say in a little bit.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
Let's start this.
Can I get out of this video already? All right, so on this game, we are going to start, as Dean said, during the beginning, during the, what do we call that? What's the beginning thing? The
Intro.
We're starting off awesome so far.
We're not going to reset this.
We're killing it.
We're jumping into it.
We're killing it. All right. As Dean said, started best set. During the intro, we start off as he's going to be a dandelion.
I'm quite the dandelion.
I told him before we started this that if I had a lion and I really liked it, I would name him or her Dandelion. Like, that's a dandelion. And I am going to be a turnip. So there's a lot of jokes that will probably come up over the course of the game through that.
Literally why he picked that card, by the way. Usually you're supposed to randomly pick it. John wanted to make jokes about turnips, apparently.
Well, that just kind of ruins it. Now you put me on the spot.
I mean, I picked dandelion for the same reason, except I don't have any jokes. I've already used all of my material.
Oh, there you go. All right, so in this game, what we're going to be doing is one of two things or two things on our turns. And basically, we're going to be getting these cards. They're going to end up scoring us points at the end of the game. We both have a life's purpose card. Now, what's really cool about this game, I'll spill the beans about that, is that you can't look at your life's purpose card unless you get a card that says, like right here on the Arctic Fox, look at the life purpose. And the life purpose is going to show you how you're going to score points at the end of the game, the primary way you're going to score points at the end of the game. So you're going to be doing that by collecting different types of marine beings or insects or different things like that. Your life's purpose card is going to tell you what you score points for and what you don't score points for on that. You always score at least 1 point per card as long as they're alive at the end of the game. But with that said, the two things that you're going to do is first you can play a karma card on your turn, and it's just going to be, there's a ton of different cards that have a bunch of different things they're going to say. You'll see that as we play through the game. And then for your second action, you can either play another karma card or you can incarnate a being from the being pool into your life, your timeline, something.
Whenever you first taught me, I thought you said bean pool.
Lifeline.
Bean pool. And I was like...
Why would it be called the bean pool?
I don't know, but it sounds amazing. Or the being pool. So
I guess that's my country. Bean pool? You want to have just bean pool?
Being pool.
Being pool.
There we go.
So I'm ready to go if you're ready to go, huh?
Let's swim in the bean pool.
All right. You do have to have 6 cards besides your starter being in your lifeline before you can try to attempt to go to human form. And it's all the mammals all go to human form, and then a few other ones do. So we'll see what happens. Who goes first?
You can start it.
All right. Right on. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is I can play. Let's see. Okay.
Probably should. I was just looking at my cards when you were...
Wow, I don't like either one of mine for starting off this game, so I'm not going to play them. Now, whenever I choose a being, if I want to incarnate from the being pool, I'm going to gain 2 karma if... I'm just going to pull this card up here. I'm going to gain 2 karma if I pick a mammal. Okay? I'm going to gain 1 karma if I take a... insect. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that I get a good focus on there. And then I could parallel and do another plant, like the bamboo, but I gain no karma for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm easily going to take this Arctic Fox because I want to look at my life purpose immediately in the game. So I'll pick that up. I'll put that into my lifeline. Now I can look at any life purpose card, which is interesting. So I could take a look at Dean's and try to see how he's going to score. But for me, I'm going to do this. Shield your eyes, Dean. I'm going to show the people what that looks like.
I don't have to. I'm about to look at it anyway.
All right, so you can see that I'm going to score 3 points apiece for this color. And I'm not going to say it out loud because Dean can see it. 3 for this, 2 for this, 2 for that. I'll explain that in the game, but I want Dean to know. And then you can read the words here that there's some other conditions that I could score 14 and 12 points for. So let me just take a quick gander at that. This does get refilled immediately. And actually, Dean, go ahead and do your turn while I look at my life's purpose and contemplate it for a minute.
So I am going to play a karma card, which is going to look at John's life purpose. So you might as well just put it there on the table so we can both see that thing.
So I get 2 points for dead beings is what I didn't say.
You mentioned that you can't then again look at it again later, which I think is really cool. We'll talk about that in final thoughts, but it's interesting.
Unless you find another card that says you can look at your life purpose again.
You looked out right at the beginning, didn't you?
Getting that 3 points on that.
That's right.
Yeah. But I have no bird beings yet. 3 or more birds. I shouldn't say this out loud because it's going to help you remember it even better. Control 8 or more beings.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a...
Okay.
Ooh, all right.
Now, one thing about this is that your starter beings don't count towards this. So I didn't luck out on getting the green because your starter beings won't count. So.
Yep.
Anyways, you done?
I haven't even
Oh, wait,
done
I'm sorry.
anything.
I also draw 2 karma cards because I did that top thing there. So, all right.
Yep. All right, so I played my karma card, which lets me look at any one player's life purpose cards. Now, I could have looked at mine, and I probably should have looked at mine. However, are you done? I would also like to be able to stop John, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play, I'm going to take the Finch and play this. Now, the ability on there is if the crocodile is visible in the being pool, you may gain control of it. Now, it is not. And really, the only reason that I played this one, 2 reasons. One, I want to keep John from getting birds. And then the other thing is to be able to draw 2 karma cards instead of less than 2. And my turn is done.
I love walking sticks. Just as an insect.
In general,
awesome.
They're fascinating.
This is cool because these are all different, by the way, too. So all of these are different. So the game is going to play different every time you play because they're going to come out differently. So I think I am going to play this first, the Epiphany card. What that's going to do is say incarnate any one being from the being pool. I won't gain any karma. Again, you only gain karma, and actually not again, I don't think I said this clearly. You only gain karma when you do that second action to incarnate from the being pool. If you use a karma card in order to incarnate, you don't gain the karma for it. You do gain the action or the ability of it. So I'm going to actually go ahead and the problem with that is then I could just go ahead and do the giant panda, but I don't have. Oh wow, there's bamboo sitting right there. I didn't even notice that at first. I shouldn't say these things out loud, but I'm going to. This is a perfect combination. So I could just go for that. Yeah, I'm going to. Yep, that's a smart move. Okay, so I'm doing that. And this says that I can replenish 3 beings in the being pool, which I'm going to take the ones out that I don't score points for right now. I was really tempted, though, y'all, to take this so I could look at Dean's life purpose, because that's a huge deal in this game. It
is, which is why I looked at yours instead of looking at mine. However, it would be nice to know what your own one is.
Hey, Meepletown, Dean and I made a slight rules mistake. And so I wanted to just kind of pause the video here for a minute and go back and actually show you the right way to do this because it's a really important rule in the game. So whenever I did the replenish move, what I had done was I had removed 3 of the cards. And I think you saw, I don't remember which ones I removed, but I removed 3 of the cards from the game. Maybe like so. And then what I did was I drew cards and then replenished them this way. So the reason that you don't do it like that, there's multiple reasons, but let me first of all just show you how you do it. Instead of removing the cards, what you do is you just simply place on top of the cards. So I would have drawn, this warthog and said, I'm going to place it on top of the seahorse. I'm going to place this on the angler, and I'll place that on the lobster or whatever, then refill this one. And the reason that you do that is because even in this game, I believe Dean had one of the conditions was to have a rose. And if you were able to remove it from the game, it may not even come back the rest of the game. So that would be pretty overpowering to be able to just kind of throw people's cards out of the game that can score them big points. So now if Rose was down there, if I had that replenish ability, I could cover it up, making it more difficult for Dean to get to. He'd have to go through the anglerfish or someone else would have to be able to get that. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to show you all that. Now back to the gameplay.
And I don't know what mine is.
The thing is about getting this right now, which is why I was kind of wanting to do that, not only because I also score 3 points for those, but I can play up to 2 extra karma cards this turn. The problem with that is I don't really necessarily want to that much. No, I do. Okay, so I will take this giant panda, and because I incarnated as that, I'm going to gain 2 karma. as you see there. So boom. You can never have more than 7 karma in your hand. I'm also going to go ahead and play Volition, which says choose a being in an opponent's lifeline and make that your active being. So because I need birds, I'm taking Dean's and making that my active being, which then sets this off, which says if the crocodile is visible in the being pool, you may gain control of it. I do need to flip this over immediately.
Just so you know, you read that a little bit wrong, John.
What?
Yeah, so choose a being in an opponent's lifeline, make that being their active being. So
well,
it's not your active being.
Dang it. I read it right the first time I played the game. I mean, not played the game. The first time I drew this card, and then I was like, oh, I didn't really realize how awesome that was. Okay, well then I am going to still play another card, because I can do that. And I'll do an epiphany again and have yet another epiphany. This time, I am going to take the seahorse because I want to keep getting mammals, but also want to look at Dean's life purpose. So let's look at Dean's life purpose, y'all. Okay. Oh yeah, he doesn't know it yet. So he wants that. Okay. 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 I will say how interesting it is that I forget this stuff a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I know it sounds like it's not that much information, but it's very easy to forget like 1 or 2 of the ones on the bottom for him. Actually, I don't even remember what he has on there right now. Maybe it's because we're doing this video. I know some of it, but I forgot what the bottom one was. I'm whipping you right now.
So, yeah, I know. And unfortunately, I really need insects. There's no insects. I need amphibians. There's no amphibians. So I'm going to end up taking the hummingbird whenever it's time to do that.
Yet another reason I got rid of those.
Yeah.
But I got rid of everything that he could have taken. This game has take that in it. If you get, I mean, you don't have to play like that, but.
So I'm going to play Volition, which is the one that you just played. I'm going to make your giant panda your active one,
okay.
Mainly because I know that John needs mammals, and that will prevent him from getting mammals.
Yep.
If I remember right, you still get points from those plants. But then next thing I'm going to do, and this is unfortunate again, but I'm going to take a hummingbird, which does not grant me any karma cards, but I don't have any other options because I have to be able to play the insect or amphibian. I'm going to make a lateral move. And this one just says if Wisteria is in your lifeline, you may play an extra karma card this turn, and I do not have Wisteria in my lifeline. So, whoops.
Wrong thing.
Yeah, I do that quite a bit in this game. Not as a fault of the game, but because it's the closest deck to me.
See, I'm having some interesting things because this game could be over in not too long. I mean, all I'll have to do is take 2 more beings and then incarnate into human form, which would be probably something I would want to do quickly. I think the challenge is those things at the bottom of your card that could score 12 or 14 points. We played a game where Dean could have ended it really quick, and I would have won because I had like 14 points. It was like the perfect condition that with my 3 or 4 cards that I had. Mm-hmm. So you're always, if you haven't looked at this, you're always running that risk. I do know what his are. I think I know what mine are. Yeah, I know what mine are. Or shoot, I don't know if I'm getting mine confused with yours or not. Actually,
yeah, it's a bad thing about knowing multiple life's purpose cards. I don't know what my life's purpose is, John. I'm just wandering through life without a purpose.
Okay. I'm going to take this so I can gain 2 more karma cards. Actually, should I have played something? Yeah. Sorry. I'm going to play Deja Vu. Incarnated being that matches your current being type. No karma is gained. So I can grab that. If you have the meerkat in your lifeline, you may draw 2 karma cards. I do not have the meerkat. So I will still take this orchid.
You don't have the green now.
Oh, shoot! That's why I didn't do that the first time. Dang it. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. That's why I didn't do that.
No, you can go straight into human form if you want to.
No, I can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No.
I was miscounting over there. Okay.
Wow, that actually... okay. I am... For my second action, that is my action. No, it's not. I played a lot. I'm sorry. I played this card to incarnate, so I still have a second action, which the problem is I can't take any of these unless I guess I should lateral that elephant and look at my life's purpose. Never mind. Okay, yeah. I need to relook.
Especially because you know you're getting a lot of points.
I need to relook at my own life's purpose. I think okay. I didn't get.
You're getting a lot of points from those mammals, so
I did not get that confused. Okay. Yep. I'm definitely not fulfilling one of my things.
Flip that over. Crocodile. All right. So I'm not going to play a karma card this time. Yep. I'm not going to do that. What I will do is I'm going to take... I'm going to take this orchid right here. And that's going to allow me to replenish 3 beings in the being pool. I'm going to take out all 3 of these because that's what John's going to get.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you get points from your lateral move for sure too, but and then I'm just going to technically. Sorry, I should have refilled that one spot before I did that, I guess, but it's fine. It wouldn't have changed what I did. And that's going to be my turn. I will get 2 karma cards for playing that plant on top of my hummingbird.
It's time to turn up the heat.
There we go. It took you a little while to get that out.
I forgot about it, actually. So here's my challenge. I can
game
actually start the end of the game right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 beings in my pool. Now,
however, you get more points from having 8 cards if I remember.
It's exactly right.
Yeah.
And I didn't fulfill the other obligation, which he probably remembers, but
yeah.
I don't. So basically, I don't have both of my bottom things. So right now, I'm running the risk because if I take the human form, I gain 5 points at the end of the game. Sweet. But the other player or players get to go again, get to have their last turn. So if Dean completes one of those objectives and scores some points on these other cards, have you ever seen this? Yeah, you saw it.
No, I have not seen mine.
You've never seen your own? Yeah, that's right.
No, I'm just going at what cards I can get out there.
Then, hey, he could win the game. So I have to be... This is my favorite part of the game. One of my favorite parts is trying to figure out, all right, do I have enough points? Do I have more? And if I do, I need to do that. And I think I have more points.
I would say so. I
think so. But I'm still not done because I can, before I incarnate into human form, I can do something else. And what I will do is I'm gonna kill your hummingbird, Dean.
Wow.
So just...
That's harsh.
Dude, actually, that felt really bad saying that.
I'm gonna kill your
hummingbirds. Yeah, like...
No, you don't. You just killed it.
No, I do.
Cold blood.
Like, if it was a mosquito, I wouldn't feel so bad. Like, I'm gonna kill your mosquito. But, like, killing a hummingbird? I almost regret doing that. Just...
Okay, you want me to flip it back over?
Nope.
Okay.
All right, now I'm going to incarnate into human form. So again, the rules state you have to have at least 6 beings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, other than your starter being to be able to even do this. So you couldn't just, immediately get this elephant in the second play of the game, incarnate into human form. But also you have to have this, right? So I had to have that. So it was a good setup for that. Okay, boom.
All right, so I'm guessing there's a reason why John killed my hummingbird, so I'm going to bring it back to life.
Okay.
Bring any one dead being back to life. Again,
and look, it's a hummingbird.
It is.
That's really cool. There's something beautiful about this moment.
The game knew
that I would try to kill it off.
And what kind of monster kills a hummingbird?
I
mean,
agree.
Seriously, out of all the animals that you could have.
I agree.
All right, I don't know still what I need.
Your cards are looking not good over there.
These are our discard pile.
But you're in charge of that pile.
I don't know what I need. Now I can again play one of these.
Or incarnate from the being pool.
Yep.
The bean pool. You really thought I was saying the bean pool? You did, didn't you?
Yeah, it sounded just like it. It sounded just like it. I was like,
I'm from Tennessee. I got a little country in me.
Thought maybe there's a scientific word, phrase, the bean pool. Is there? Is that a thing? A bean pool?
I think so.
All right, I don't know what to play. I don't have any other karma cards that are going to benefit me very much. So now what I need to do is just put something into my lifeline.
Which is, since you don't know your life's purpose,
I don't know my life's purpose.
It's a crapshoot at this point.
Now John did try to kill a bird, so maybe I need birds. I don't know. I don't know. This game is ending much faster than most of our games end.
Yes, that's true.
And here's the thing. I had every opportunity to look at this. Earlier on, I chose John because I had anticipated the game lasting a little bit longer. So that is not a fault of the game. It is a fault of what I decided to do.
I love how the game can end really fast.
Yeah.
Sorry, getting into game.
No, absolutely. Well, we are getting in there. So
you did the perfect thing. You could have won by putting that in there. I think that was one of your bottom goals. Mine was to have 3 birds. But you do score. I don't think you won. But anyways, let's.
Yours was the 3 bird one, not mine.
Let's flip this over. But that's your most points.
Oh, there we go. And I do get points for those. So,
yeah. So you didn't do bad.
I did bad, but
okay. So I get 3 points per mammal. So 3, 6, 9, 12. I get 3 points per marine being. So 15. I get 2 points. So this doesn't count. I get 2 points for that. So what did I say? 15.
I don't know.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 17 for the bamboo. There are no dead beings. So I have 17. I do not have 3 or more life beings, and I do not control that. So I only had 17 points, but that 5 was probably put me at the top at 22 points.
Okay. So I get 4 points for each of those. That's going to be 12 points for my birds. I get 2 points for my plant that I have. That's going to be up to 14. Have 3 or more of any one type of being in your lifeline, which is going to give me 12. Plus...
Oh, you had 3 or more of one type of being.
I did. Just by chance, I had it. And then control either the vulture or rose. I don't have either one of those. You beat me. The rose was there, so even if I would have taken that one, which I could have taken that one. That's my fault for not remembering that you had... I was getting to get confused with what I had, which was dumb. Yeah. So I even considered, I was like, maybe I need
Good
plants.
Job.
So either way, I'd have gotten 12.
So look at that. So even though I had more cards and all that, I not only had 1 more card. Did you count? You didn't count your dandelion. So I had 2 more cards in my lifeline. These are really... Let me just pull this up here. I'm just going to say, these can be really important to get those at the bottom because that scores a ton of points. And I knew that I was actually risking it by going ahead and ending it because I thought Dean might have that. And I guess I was remembering the 3 or more. I was thinking 3 of something. And so if I would have rethought about that, I didn't remember that he had 4 on there as well, which is just, my bad.
The funny thing is, I don't think I've beat you in this game yet. I have not.
I don't know.
And I did just kind of...
luck into it?
Dumb luck into it. But I will say, we'll go ahead and we'll move into it, to thoughts too, but I didn't know what was going on with the points that I was scoring. This has never happened to us, right? And you can just kind of dumb luck into a win, but this isn't a typical... My play wasn't a typical gameplay, but it paid off for me.
Yeah, but I mean, remember whenever I said earlier that you could have... In a previous game, the same thing almost happened to you. Yeah. Where you had a lot more beings and you thought, I've got it.
That's right.
But I was hoping that you would go out. But I couldn't because I didn't have 6 beings. Mm-hmm. And I was hoping you would do it because I was like, I know I won. Because I had, I think, 2 conditions on, I had like 20-something points already. So, art and components. Let's talk about that first.
Yeah, art and components. So, again, this is Kickstarter production.
Yes.
And so, I'm assuming that the art is final. You may have...
yeah, it is. I believe.
Okay.
Yes.
And so I think it's cool. I mean, as far as the components go, John mentioned this, but all of these are different, right? You've got all these different beings. You've got a ton of your where are your life's purpose cards? I don't know.
There's tons.
They're off the tons of those.
Look at that.
So, lots of different karma cards. There's a lot of the repeats in the karma, but it's still a lot of variety there. So. The big part of the component plus for me is the variety in all the different cards that you get.
Absolutely. I think the art's great. I think that, I think it's just, this is nice and clean. Like the life purpose card, super easy to understand all that.
The instructions on the cards are clear.
The iconography is very good. And I think the art's really great. So I have no complaints about that. Gameplay, though. Is this game fun? And again, we do... During our Kickstarters, we don't give final ratings, but we do give honest feedback on how we feel about this game.
That's right.
What do you think?
Yeah, I will say, I think this game is very unique, which is always a big plus, because as many games that come out every year, it seems like you can get, this is a worker placement game, this is a drafting game or whatever, and this is technically a drafting game, but it plays so different because of the decisions you have to make each turn. You're trying to figure out your life's purpose, which is really important.
That's
or the
such
other players.
A cool mechanic.
Yeah, I like that a lot, and I like the fact that you can't keep looking at it because thematically,
I wouldn't have ended the game if you know what I mean. Like, it was like I screwed it up.
Right, and the rules say thematically, like. You kind of lose sight.
You lose sight, in life. I love that actually. That is super thematic.
Cool.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you just sit on the couch and eat Cheetos.
Yeah.
And you're like, I have no purpose. And then all of a sudden you're enlightened and you have a new purpose.
And you get no points for eating Cheetos on the couch in this game. I haven't seen all of the life's purpose cards, but I'm pretty sure that's not one of them.
It's not one of them.
But, okay, so you're trying to figure this out. You're also trying to get points from this, but also the decisions on which card to take are really clever, I think, because it's either, do I want to get more karma cards? And your hand is maxed out at 7 karma cards. Mm-hmm. And you might like the cards that you have, but you might think, no, I really need to get some karma cards. Or you might think, I want to keep I want to hate draft, right? I want to keep John from getting these other cards, so I'm going to take it, even though I don't necessarily need it. Each one of those decisions becomes very interesting because of that. There's lots of different things that you can do. Now, you do need to match up with a symbol or make a lateral move, but it's still, like, there's enough decisions in that, but it's also not overwhelming, and I think that's interesting.
That's true, and you also have the decision on that ability that each card has.
Yeah,
so you may just be like, you know what, I'm not going to get any karma, but I haven't looked at my life purpose. I need to look at my life's purpose. Or there can be some pretty crazy combos. Like as these get bigger, like you even noticed that I played the giant panda, and I had the bamboo, I was able to play some more, karma cards in the middle of the game, which was really good. I think I could have even played another one. I didn't do it because of the karma cards I had. But I thought I think that's really cool. There's some crazy combos that you can get going. So you may take the cards just for that reason. I think that's really fun.
And the planning ahead on that becomes important too, because you might think, oh, just take the card that gives you the most karma cards. No, not at all. Because you might think, I'd like to see my life's purpose cards, which is going to be like one of those seahorse, for example. I think has that. So if the seahorse is out here, and I had the opportunity to take, this card or this card, I might take the one that allows me to be able to get the seahorse, or something else out there. Not because I like the ability on there, but because on my next turn, I want to make sure that I can look at my life's purpose, and I think that becomes really interesting too.
Yep, I agree. Again, some of my favorite parts about this game truly are the life purpose and the way that you have to remember what those are. And the more players, the harder it is, for you to do that. But then I really like how the game can be so short, and it never is really long, which I like that. I like how this game feels like pretty snappy. But
this may be one of the shortest games that
this was
played,
I don't know how long this was. 15 minutes maybe 20 minutes. But it doesn't ever go much beyond like 30, 40 in a two-player game. When we play two players, higher player count can be different. But like I love that about it. I love that tactical decision. How I thought I was going to win. I took the risk. I wasn't sure. And I lost. And I think that's cool. And that was totally my fault.
Because you knew what was on the
I knew that I needed to get 2 more of these. I could have done that. I could have found another card to go look at Dean's life purpose again. But, also for the video's sake, I was like, let's just end the game. I'm just going to be real. I might not have actually done that. But I might have, though. I think I would have. I don't know.
I can tell you I would have. If I look over and see they've only got 4 cards and I've got, almost double that or whatever, then I'm probably going to end the game. I think one thing that John and I have been kind of drawn to lately is these shorter games that have some thinkier decisions, and that's what this game is. This is a shorter game, a really short game potentially, that has some interesting decisions and a lot of player interaction too, which I like.
Ton of player interaction. So this could be positive or negative for you. There is definitely take that in this game. There's definitely that player interaction where I can kill off your being like I killed off his. You can take beings out of other players' timeline like I tried to accidentally do with the wrong card earlier for Dean.
You can cheat and steal cards.
That's right. So this game, if you're you like to play games with your I'm trying to say this in your gloves on that don't hurt people's feelings.
That's not us, by the way.
No, you won't. I don't know if you'll like this game because my wife is one of those persons. I don't know how much she would like it because she would probably get upset if I was stealing her things or doing different things. But if you're like me or Dean and we don't mind it at all and we just laugh about it and just have fun with it, then you might really like this game. This gave me some vibes of Innovation. Have you played Innovation?
No.
It's different Innovation. Innovation has more engine building and stuff like that. But I don't know, like if you like that game, that was the one game because you said this is pretty unique. I was trying to think of games that it kind of gave me some of those vibes, and that was one of them. But I really like how this game can be over so quick. And yet sometimes not. And I think that's really cool. And I really enjoy this game.
Yeah. And I'll just say this with the player interaction part again. With the meanness, it might not feel as mean because there are a decent amount of cards like this rebirth card that will bring it back. Or other take that cards that I'm going to take it back. I think John's totally right, but just know...
Because hate drafting and stuff like that.
That's right.
I'm just saying if you're ultra sensitive to it, I don't know if that will be your thing, but if you don't care at all, you're going to probably really like it.
Yeah, and some people,
that aspect of
like us, we don't always love take that in certain games, but in quicker games and in games that that it's going to be take that, it doesn't bother us. So that part didn't bother me at all in this game.
Overall, I really like this game.
Yeah.
It's a fun game. It's a quick game. Really cool decisions, fun combos in this. Seriously, it's a good game.
Yep. Fun time. So if you want to check this out, definitely check out the Kickstarter link that we have in the description once the Kickstarter starts. All right, so John, tell people how they can get in touch with us.
All right, if you're enjoying our channel, we would love for you to subscribe to our channel. If you would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/MeepleTown. We're at Meepletown Games on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and we're Board Game Geek Guild 3407.
Thanks for coming down to Meepletown.
Thanks for joining us, and be sure to follow us on Twitter at Meepletown Games, and connect with us on the Meepletown Guild, Guild number 3407, at BoardGameGeek.com, and also subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. And until next time, thanks for coming down to Meepletown.